Out there. It's been a while since I posted. It's been a long layoff because of the pandemic. So I thought I'd get on here today and talk a little bit about what I'm doing to get back in shape, to play a continuous run of shows. Thought this exercise that I've been working on might be useful to some other people out there. Been doing this thing with Augmented Triads, mainly to get me back in shape on the upright bass. It's a strength building thing. It does have a small musical use that I'll talk about too. These are ascending and descending Augmented Triads. It's good for getting this hand strong, this one too, as we increase the tempo with an exercise that I put together in Logic. So here comes a quick demo of it, and then I'll talk about how you might actually use this in a musical setting. All right, so those are the ascending and descending Augmented Triads. Again, great exercise for building up strength in both hands. Really for this one, because you have to space your fingers out to find your notes, since we don't have frets like on an electric bass. It forces you to keep this 3-finger spacing, and then actually doing that across the strings enhances it even more. And then having this tempo exercise that I put together in Logic helps with this hand, the speed as the tempo increases. Really, where might you use this in a musical setting? Well, the most obvious choice is over an augmented chord, but you don't really see those very often in most music. So the more frequent choice would be over a dominant chord. Now, this isn't the type of figure you'd use all the time because it implies an altered dominant sound, which is more dissonant than just a regular dominant. You won't run into that chord very often unless you're playing jazz, but there's dominant chords that happen all the time in all sorts of music. So if you want this little option to give you a more dissonant sound here and there for a little bit of tension, maybe in your fills, maybe if you're soloing, but you wouldn't necessarily use it the way we did in the exercise where you're going up half steps. You would really move it around in whole steps to imply the whole tone scale, which is something you can use over altered dominant or to imply altered dominant. So there's a lot of ways you can explore whole tone, but really this figure is sort of a building block of the whole tone scale. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the exercise. I'm going to post a link to the practice track so you can get some work in yourself, and see you later.